Hello, hello, hello. Let me quickly just do adjustments and then finish all the settings. Okay, so I'm gonna be live talking. Okay, you guys just in a minute. Okay, so because for me it's very important to actually understand the video and sound. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, yeah, because the last live streams I did had a little bit of struggle with that, and now I don't want to have any struggle. Okay, yeah, maybe quality is something that needs to be increased, and otherwise it sounds good. Talking to the moon. Okay, okay, put you guys here. Talking to the moon. Hey, no. Hello, sober life. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, give me just one more minute. I need to set up another live stream, which is gonna be also in the YouTube. Okay, so gonna be more wider things, and then if I cannot replay for the comments ASAP, okay, then my apologies. I will answer also some questions after the live stream. Okay, okay, just give me 1 minute, and I will be ready to start my talk about and around the PCOS. Okay, that's something very important for me, and I will explain just in a minute actually why. Okay, talking to the moon. Hello sober, hello Nunu, hello for being here in the TikTok. Appreciate that. And here we go. Okay, all right, everything is set it up well. Okay, so if you guys can see me more about if you can see if quality of live stream is good, if audio and video it's good, I will be just appreciating that. And if somebody can leave me in the comments in whatever platform it is, then yeah, I will be super happy about that. Okay, appreciating again. Okay, let's move that things away. So okay, I'm ready. Okay, so my name is Ernest, and I'm gonna be here in the live stream talking about and around PCOS. Okay, so I want to bring kind of awareness. Okay, I want to uh, more people do understand. Firstly, what is PCOS? Secondly, how we can notice PCOS symptoms. Okay, and thirdly, what we can do to avoid it. Okay, and this is gonna be for both sides. Even if you're a man, I believe you need to know it, and even if you're a woman, you need to understand what is PCOS and how you can actually fix your symptoms. Okay, so here on the first picture, I already put some. Uh, uh, these are more about the hormone imbalance symptoms. Okay, so this is what we can see if you do have an hormonal imbalance. How does it looks like, and then also okay, this is good, and also yeah, how you can notice what is what. All right, pum 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 pum. Okay, so let me explain you why did I start it. Okay, why I am talking about the PCOS so publicly, and why I want to talk about it. Okay, one of the first reason is about my own experience. As okay, first of all, I can say that I cannot have an PCOS. Okay, so obviously, so I didn't have a PCOS. Okay, hope it's clear. Uh, experience from again. Okay, okay, have fun, interesting. Um, the thing is, 4 years ago, I was dating a girl. So her hair was falling out. Okay, she had a little bit of fluffy stomach, so nothing too much. Also, um, it happened at days when she had no energy. Okay, it then happened that she had full of the energy, and also she had the problem that her period was missing a couple times. Back then, I had no idea what is it. Okay, so how could I know? So I'm a man, and I should not be knowing normally about the PCOS. Okay, so and obviously I did not. So what I did, of course, you have a cravings. Me as a good man, bring the sweets. Okay, uh, whenever something bad, I'll bring the sweets. We eat sweets together also. And if women who have already high sugar level in the blood, and if she eats more sweets in that time, it can make type 2 diabetes. Okay, so it can increase the risk for that. So that's why I think that this is one of the reasons why I think that well it's quite important to talk about it. And another thing is that PCOS name, okay, it's officially it's been named. So I want to show you guys also this. I will put on the screen right now. Okay, so I'll just put on top of this. So when I see this, okay, I thought, okay, personally, I heard already many times that it's gonna be uh, more and more people talking about it. Okay, so more people want to bring awareness, especially about this. Okay, and this is uh, renamed. Okay, that it is called differently. So uh, let me also add here. You wanna send a message, right? Yeah, you can take this one. Okay. Yeah, let me also add the picture in another side. Okay, so to explain what it is and why this actually makes more sense than it did before. Okay, I'll make it visible. Okay, so firstly, a lot of women was misdiagnosed about PCOS. Okay, so let's imagine you go to doctor. Okay, you don't have a missing period. Okay, so your period is okay. You don't have polycystic ovary, so everything is good there. But what you do have, let's say, your hairs is falling out, okay, and especially here in the middle, your hairs is taking man hairline, okay. You do have an acne, you don't have insulin, and these typical PCOS symptoms, which is not about the ovaries, okay, which is high androgens and which is diabetes, okay, or high sugar level symptoms, okay. So you do have this, but your doctor gonna say no, you don't have any PCOS, okay, because your ovary looks good. So okay, so no PCOS. So that's why in most of the case it was dismissed, okay. So doctor say it's not. And why it's bad? Because firstly, if women do have an PCOS, okay, you cannot have a kid, okay. It's more likely that you cannot get pregnant. And then you're just sitting and thinking, what's wrong with me? My doctor said I have no PCOS, but I still cannot get pregnant. And a lot of women, they're paying a lot of money for that to get pregnant. But the reason why she cannot, it's because doctor dismissed. Okay, and as simple as that. And that's why I think it's very good that the name is changed right now, and it's more saying about what is actually this. Okay, that it's more about the hormones, more about the metabolism and that kind of things. But actually, if you think about it, you can fix it. Okay, so that's why I'm here in the live streams. Also, I'm gonna talk about how you can notice it in both ways. Okay, how you can notice it as a man that your woman have a PCOS, how you can notice a PCOS if you are a woman by yourself, and what you can actually do to make your health even better with that. Okay, okay, let me now remove this, and we can continue or move on for my first topic, which is gonna be how to notice symptoms. Okay, that I think it's most one of the most important things. Okay, how to notice the symptoms. So, firstly, me as a man, I cannot tell you how it is to have a PCOS. Okay, so I have no idea how to experience it. Okay, so me as a man, I cannot experience it. Okay, but what I can do tell, yeah, you can have it. You can have it. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. I will just connect this one. Give me just one second. But what so I cannot say how does it feels to have a PCOS. Okay, but I can say how. Wait, no, I cannot connect this one. Okay, whatever. So if I'll not see the comments from my Latvian live stream, so I apologize. Okay. So what do can I can say how does it looks? Okay. Uh, what to mention? Okay, where I can put attention to understand that this is PCOS. Okay. So first of all, let me start with hairs. Okay. Because hairs is actually what moving with one of the first. Okay, so okay, let's start from the top to the bottom. Okay, so let's start with the hairs. So a woman with the PCOS, or if you have problems with hormones, more with the hormone disbalance. Okay, your hairs gonna act like man hairs. Okay, and why does it does it? Why it doesn't? Because if you have hormonal imbalance, your androgen or man hormone is going to be higher than it needs to be. Okay, and what it does in your body, it just literally says to your body, okay, I I am man hormone, and me as a man hormone, I'm just gonna do the things what I'm doing normally with the mans. Okay, simple as that. Why I cannot see the picture here? Okay, and so we as a man, we have hairs a little bit differently than your girls. Okay, and so firstly, we can have a problem. We as a man, some of them says it's a huge problem. Okay, some of us says that, okay, it's good. And me by myself, I used to be bald, so I'm saying for me it's not a big problem, but the problem is baldness. Okay, that we can have a bald hair. What do you mean? And some men are saying, okay, it's a huge problem. Okay, but it's not always. But if baldness, yeah, he doesn't allow me to watch the level. If baldness comes for women, then it should be a problem. Okay, then it might be even a huge problem. But what happens? It's that your hair's obviously not gonna fall out fully. Okay, but what's gonna happen and what's gonna be visible that your hair is gonna be thicker, your brush is gonna be full with hairs every morning. Okay, so you can obviously see that your hairs is falling out, and if they fall out more than usually, you can start to see, okay, something is not right with my hormones. Okay, but if you see that just hairs is falling out, okay, maybe it can be something else. So it might be in worst case you can have a cancer. But if you notice that your hair is falling out and you have upcoming what I'm gonna call also. Okay, I'm gonna mention a couple more symptoms. Then you can say, okay, you know what, I do have a hormonal imbalance, and this is something what I'm gonna work with for myself. Okay. All right. So firstly, hairs falling out is giving the baldness, the bald hair. Next thing, also about the hairs, is this, that hairs is taking the man hairline. Okay, so our hairs are growing also differently. Okay, not only that we can have a baldness, that your hair is usually longer, and this type of things, but also it's about the hairline. Okay, our hairline is also different, and as you can see here in the picture, I will also add another channel. Voila. So as you can see in this picture, that hairs is moving back. Why it doesn't allow me to do this? Okay, so that the hairs are moving back. I'll just give me 1 second. I'll set up the picture and I'll show you on myself, because I think I can be a good example for women with a high androgen to see how it should not be. Okay, to see how it should not be, because you can see here in this picture on the right, that on the left, sorry, that there is also a gap like I do have. Okay, what I do have here, that my hairs is coming back here. Women who have who don't have a hormonal imbalance or problems with the hormones don't have this problem. Okay, hairs are growing naturally, like normal way, so it's complete here. And for me, maybe it's maybe because I'm over almost 30. Okay, maybe that's my problem. But that's because of the hormones. Okay, so if my hormones working differently, if I have an androgen, my androgen, my body gonna tell me, okay, okay, see, it's normal, we're gonna do like this. But for women, of course, hair is gonna fall out here, or they're gonna, like somebody else saying, they're gonna move back. Okay, and here in this picture, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more afterwards. But here you can see what happens if you actually decide to fix it. Okay, if you realize, all right, I want to fix my hormones. Okay, I want to get rid of this androgen as much as possible in my body, so my woman's body can act as a woman's body. Okay, simple as that. And here you can see just in the first 20 days. Okay, working with your hormones and eating well, eating enough protein and good things, and also of course including right health and wellness products, you can get amazing results. And I believe these are the results what woman needs if you have an hormone imbalance. Okay, and for most of my clients, what I see, and I got a notification or got the message from them as a review, that first thing what comes back is hairs. So if you do have a hair problem, so hormones, and fix the hormones, that's gonna be the solution, right? Next thing also about the hairs, but it's gonna be something a little bit different. Okay, so it's not gonna be that hairs is falling out, but it's gonna be something different, that hairs is actually growing. Okay, and the hairs growing there where it should not be growing for women. Okay, um, let me add presentable pictures which are gonna show more clear what I'm talking about. Okay, so this here you can see the facial hair. Okay, so this is pretty mild. Okay, this is something not too strong yet, but I've seen even worse cases than this. But let's start with the simple one. Okay, so that it doesn't look also too horrible over here. Okay, so the facial hair, and that's also coming from if your hormones, if your androgen grazes. Okay, if your androgen goes higher, so then your woman's body gonna be confused. Okay, why this androgen is actually doing in my body? Why he's doing the man job? So what man's supposed to have? Okay, so and that's why you're gonna have if you can notice that you do have facial hair. So usually also here, but I do have a beard, so you can take me as an example, and also a mustache in here on the neck. If you see this, then you can say, okay, I do have an hormonal problem. Okay, and what most of the girls do, women do, is of course shave. Okay, or also doing boxations. But the thing is, it might work. Okay, obviously you will hide it. Okay, so you will not fix the root cause, but you will hide the symptoms. So in that way you will not fix it, you will just hide it. Okay, and after 3 4 days it's going to be back. So what you're going to do, you're going to again shave, hide it, so it's not visible. But if you really want to fix it, if you really are annoyed, probably you're annoyed because sometimes even it's ridiculous for myself that there's sometimes when I just don't want to have a beard, okay, but beards keep growing and I don't want it, okay, but it's keep coming. So that's why I'm just shave it, shave it, shave it, shave it. But in my case, it's normal, okay, but in woman case, it should not be like this. So that's why there should be work with hormones. Okay, fix the hormones, fix the facial hair. Okay, and not only facial hair is growing, but also hairs all over the body. Okay, so here in the chest, also more in the arms and the legs. So it's growing extra than it should be. Okay, hello, Opri Sanu Andrei, and thank you for hitting the like for this live stream. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is how we can notice the first symptoms, what's the most visible, and I would say more in the head arena. Okay, okay, there's one more actually. There is one more, but also I want to talk about it, and I will talk about it maybe a little bit more widely. Okay, to give the clear understanding how we can actually notice it and how we can have it as a navigator to understand if you do have a hormonal imbalance or it's just something else. Okay, so first of all, let me start with, I want to put a picture on, and then by the picture I want to explain simple ways, like as I mentioned in early in this live stream, that I am not the doctor, okay, but I work with supplements and I work with the lifestyle change, and that's how I help my customers, my clients, to make PCOS easier. Okay. All right. So pictures over here. Our platforms beautiful. Okay. So and the problem is acne. Okay. How, by just watching our acne we can understand, okay, this, all right, this acne, you say, well, this acne what I do have, this is hormonal acne. Okay, so there is way how to see it. Okay, first of all, we can have a lot of different type of acne, like a lot, and let me tell you quick the difference. Okay, so we can understand what you can, by what you can see that this is hormonal. Okay, first of all, you can have acne from stress, from a high cortisol level. Okay, so high cortisol also gonna give you the acne, but that acne is gonna be all over your forehead and also here on the sides. So by that you can see, okay, I need to fix it, and solution will not be to fix the hormones because there's nothing to do about hormones, right? So there's a issue with the cortisol. So of course we're gonna fix it, check how we are sleeping. Maybe we have to improve sleep. Maybe we have a too stressful job or lifestyle, so on, so on, so on. So that's why we're gonna work more about the stress, okay, to minimize our cortisol, to stabilize our cortisol. Okay. Next thing, we can have an acne all over our face. Okay, so it's not gonna be just forehead, it's not gonna be just jawline, but it's gonna be all over our face. And what does it mean? So does it mean hormone imbalance? Not necessarily. It can mean that you do have a problem with digestion system. Okay, you might have a problem to control sugar. Okay, so firstly, if your body cannot produce the food how it's supposed to be, your acne gonna come to face. Okay, your face gonna show what's wrong in your body, right? So your face gonna stay more oily. That's gonna give more inflammation, and that inflammation gonna give you more what? Acne. Okay, and solution will be to fix the hormones? No, because this is not hormonal acne. So solution for this will be to check how we eat. Okay, fix the way how we eat. Okay, and also one more thing about if you have acne all over your face, it might not be a problem also with the food, with our digestion system, because it might have a problem with your pillowcase. Okay, maybe they're dirty and this it's full with the microbes, and if you sweat during the night and you don't change the pillowcase for a couple of days, then all these microbes during the night they're gonna rub into your skin. Okay, and this of course gonna uh, make some inflammation, of course, and then this gonna give you an acne. Okay, so that's why it's good to understand what type of acne is there. Okay, so you can understand, okay, this is how to fix it. Okay, first of all, understand, then you know how to fix it. Okay, so like I said before, it's a lot of different ways how to see the acne and what type of acne it is, and then how you can actually fix it. Okay, okay, I need to there's one live stream where I don't see the comments right now, but I need to have a look. This device, okay, because it's not allowing me the thing. Okay, and last thing, the last acne, but that's gonna be the navigator. That okay, this acne, right? Exactly. This acne is gonna be acne. This is wrong channel. Uh, Acne, which is the hormonal acne, and by this you can no, it's okay. This acne right here, I'm gonna fix it just uh, just by fixing my hormones. Okay, fixing my hormones, fixing my lifestyle, and this type of things. Okay, and acne, what I'm talking about is, as you can see here in the picture, okay, acne on the jawline and the chin is gonna be usually hurting and painful, and it's gonna be deep, and it's gonna be a lot. Okay, and this you can say, okay, if you notice you had the symptoms what I mentioned before about the hairs, hairline, and also if you have belly problems and that kind of things, you can say, okay, I notice I do have more hormonal imbalance symptoms. So by this acne, I can say, okay, this right, this one is because of the hormones. Okay. Then of course solution not gonna be like before. Okay, you're not gonna change your pillowcase, hoping, okay, come on acne, please go away, go away, go away. I'm gonna change all my pillowcases in every hour, and it's not gonna be solution. Okay, so then you need to work for hormones. And also what I can say about this acne, that this acne and the jawline might come just around the period time. Okay, so if you know that soon you're gonna have a period, and let's share sound. Please check my. Okay, thank you. I need to have a look quick. So maybe it's because I do have an ventilator, or maybe because I do have maybe low battery for mic. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, the mic is on. Okay, back for the hormones. I hope it's better now. If you can let me know if it's a little bit better, then I will appreciate that. Okay, so by this you can say, okay, this is the hormonal, and as I mentioned before, it's not going to be a solution like I mentioned before. Okay, you're not gonna change your pillowcases. You're not gonna work just for your stress, to avoid your stress, and then sleep better, just to get rid of hormonal acne. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit different solution. Okay, and about the solution, if you stay here in the live stream for a little bit longer, okay, I'm gonna explain exactly, like step by step, what you can work with in your home ways, and also what kind of vitamins you can include if you actually see that your hormones is a huge problem for you and you want to fix it. Okay, so this was the quick, like, visible ways how women can see that you have an PCOS, and me as a man also, I can notice in another woman, okay, you do have an PCOS, and that's how we're gonna work together. Okay, uh, so next thing what I want to talk about it is how we can fix it natural way. Okay, because what most of the women do is, well, it's normal. If we see a problem, what do? We go to the hospital, we go to the doctor, and we try to fix and figure out with the doctor. But about the PCOS, it's pretty complicated lately. Okay, because unfortunately doctors don't know much about PCOS, and that's because, well, obviously they have more important things to do. Okay, they have to do surgeries and other things, and these symptoms was not clarified. Okay, not fully clear about what actually PCOS is till now. Okay, that's more hormonal balance than actually with the ovaries. Okay, and if it's something with the hormones, that's something what we can actually fix by ourselves. Okay, just changing the lifestyle, that's the first thing. And of course, eating healthy vitamins. Okay, so I'm gonna talk, firstly, I want to talk a little bit about the food. Okay, just a little bit about the food, because the way how we eat and what we eat, we can actually give that huge boost for our hormones. Okay, it's not only for women hormone, also for my own. Okay, so also in my case, if I want to fix it, then I eat a lot. Okay, I eat a lot of good things, so it's something what helps. Okay, so if you eat every day McDonald's, okay, then of course during that time you can have some problems. Obviously, it can be problems with the hormones, it can be problems with the fat, and then a lot of things. Okay, it can be bring huge problems. And the first thing, what is good to change? Okay, first first step is breakfast. Okay, a lot of people actually think very wrong about breakfast, and that's because of media. Okay, media let us or tell us, okay, in the breakfast we can eat cereal, we can eat sausages, we can eat bread. But where's the problem is cereals is full with the sugar, orange juice is full with the sugar, uh, sausage is just ultra processed food, and bread is full with the carbs. And do you know what is the problem here? Do you guys know what is the problem? Especially if we eat something sugary in the morning, if we eat something full with the carbs in the morning. So where is the problem? Problem is with a sugar spikes. Okay, let me add a quick picture. What happens in our body if we include in the breakfast sugar? Okay, here in the top picture, let me also change it over here. In the top picture, you'll see how your sugar sugar level goes, or sugar spikes. Okay, so firstly, we eat something. Okay, so we eat breakfast, we eat something sweet, and our sugar levels straight up goes up, right? And what happens then? You do your day, you have full with energy, you are super happy, and then energy gone. Okay, it goes down. Then your body is like, okay, I was just full with energy, and now I don't have an energy. Okay, and I got that energy because of the cake. Okay, like let's go by this picture. Okay, like by from the cake, I got the energy, I was happy, now I don't have an energy. Your body gonna say, okay, you know what? I need that quick energy right now. And everybody, like even me and like a man and woman, everybody gonna have this problem, craving. Okay, you're gonna have a craving. But woman with PCOS is gonna be even worse. Okay, you're gonna have a stronger craving, and of course, everybody gonna have another cake, okay, or another cup of coffee. It can be, and of course, again, your sugar gonna skyrocket up. Okay, it's gonna give you another spike up, and what happens next? Same thing again, again, again. Okay, your sugar gonna spike up, go down, up and down, up and down, and that's how your energy gonna crash all the time during the day, and that's why you're gonna have a cravings all the time during the day, all day long. So that's because of the breakfast. So first thing what you have to do, you have to fix your breakfast, because breakfast gonna be the one which shows you, okay, which gonna give you these cravings during the whole day. Okay, so if in the breakfast you avoid it, then you know that during the day it's more likely that you will not have a problem with it. Okay, okay, damn hot here. Okay, next thing. Okay, so first of all, we check what we eat and we fix what we eat, and this is gonna be the one of the ways, okay, that how you can make your PCOS symptoms easier. Okay, and also about the food is very important. One thing, most of the women don't eat enough protein. Protein, first of all, what protein does is it absorbs the sugar, okay, absorbs the glucose, and if that happens, you're gonna have less sugar spikes. Okay, like also in this picture, so you're gonna have less sugar spikes, and that's what you want to work with. So one of the first problem what you want to fix is sugar. Okay, you want to fix that you don't have cravings, so that's gonna be first thing. Okay, next thing, after we fix how we eat, it's also very important to train well. Okay, a lot of people are gonna hate this thing. Okay, a lot of people are gonna hate this thing, but if you want to fix yourself, okay, you have to understand that okay, you do have to put some effort in the training. You do have to understand also how to train, and it's also important to understand that you not gonna fix your PCOS symptoms just in one day. Okay, you not gonna fix your PCOS symptoms in 2 days, in 2 weeks, but you do have to work consistently. You do have to put longer hours, longer days, and also at least 3 months. Okay, so you have to train at least 3 months. So it can be firstly what I was working with my, I can say, my students. Okay, I've been training couple persons in the gym. First problem what absolutely everybody is facing is problem to start, and these problems comes from not liking what everybody got to think about you. Okay, that's going to be first problem. Second problem is going to be don't know how to train. Okay, and now let me give you two good tips. Okay, first of all is do the training what you would like to do. The training what you think, okay, I want to come back for this. Okay, you just finish your training, then first thing what you're gonna do after is like, okay, where's my planner? I want to see when is my next training then. Okay, so that's something what you can keep going for at least 3 to 4 months. Okay, as a minimum. Then next thing is you you have to like feel the muscles what you are doing, and that's gonna be okay. Now you know that you're doing everything right. Okay, so you have to feel, for example, you're training the biceps, you have to feel the biceps, then you can say, okay, I'm training the muscle. Okay, so that's gonna be how you can understand if you are doing the training right. But in PCOS case, uh, firstly, don't go too much. Okay, don't go maybe too crazy. Okay, first of all, let's start with at least like two trainings per week. Okay, two trainings per day per week. Okay, per day it will be a little bit too much even for myself. Okay, and here you can do first. Well, let's for example, let's go on Tuesday. Okay, we take out training Tuesday. We go for cardio. Okay, nothing else, not weightlifting, just with the cardio. So we can do, of course, running. We can do bicycle. We can do walks. We can do my favorite one always gonna be steps or stairs. So this is gonna be one of the top. Okay, and second day per week. So let's say it's gonna be even Friday. In Friday we take weights training. Okay, so we work more with the weights. So it can be dumbbell training. It can be for the biceps, triceps. Uh, it can be also deadlifts. Okay, deadlifts is one of the most powerful training if you want to actually train a whole your body. Okay, so this is gonna be one of the top what you can do, especially in a training ground. And one other last thing about the training, it obviously is how we can do something every day. And this what we can do every day is gonna be steps, stairs. No, steps. Yeah, everyday steps. And by that you can also manage, okay, yourself, and you work more with the calves muscles, and the calves muscles is the one which produce glucose the most. Okay, if you want to work more with the glucose, okay, if you want to minimize the most sugar, then you want to work more with the calves muscles because that soaks the sugar the most. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Okay, this is how we can do it in natural ways. Okay, and now let me tell you a little bit shortly, okay, what and how we can do actually to target. Okay, so my next topic is gonna be targeted supplementation. Okay, what do I mean here? So we can target our supplements. We can target what kind of supplements we use. We can target for what needs we are using our supplement. Okay, so for every problem we're not gonna have same thing. Okay, let me give you a brief kind of explaining, okay, to understand what kind of supplements you would like to use. Okay, so first of all, to target what kind of supplements you need, you want, you have to understand your problem. Okay, so let's I like to give me myself as an example. Okay, first of all, my problem is lack of energy. Okay, i'm uh, I'm up for many hours, I sleep not so many hours. Okay, and that gives me a lot of energy. And the way how I fix it, obviously I choose the right supplements. Okay, and the supplements what I do use by myself is first of all Energy Extreme. Actually I do have a mix it over here. Okay, so Energy Extreme, beautiful and tasty. And here is guarana powder, L-tyrosine, L-leucine. There's B vitamins which gives more energy for your head. Okay, so I know my problem. My problem is energy, and this is what I'm gonna fix. This is something what I'm gonna work with. Okay, so that's why it's very important to understand what kind of problem we have to understand how we can fix it. Okay, so next thing, uh, let me give a next example, next problem. Okay, and that problem will be, let's say you do have a problem with sleep. Okay, so you don't know what to do. Okay, you are desperate and you don't know how to fall asleep and you cannot fall asleep, then of course there's going to be something else. okay, not what I use, but it's going to be something else. So then it's going to be, you want to use more ashwagandha to fall asleep, you want to use more zinc also for sleep, okay, this another things, okay. So that's why to target your supplements, to understand what supplements you need, firstly you have to understand what kind of problem you have, okay, obviously. And again, for PCOS case, okay, so there's also, it's good to understand what kind of problem you want to fix, okay. So there is a hormonal problem, there is a high sugar level, so these gonna be the problems what you want to fix. This gonna be the uh, symptoms what we want to help with supplements, okay. And of course for hormones, you can use like a grape extract, pomegranate extract, vitamins D, and this is gonna be this help for hormones. Okay, to minimize sugar, you can use again uh, to American ginseng. Okay, this is one of the top, and also bunch of vitamins. So that's why it's also important to understand if I use one mineral, do I actually need some vitamins with it to actually it works together. So if we are using collagen and we are not using vitamin C with that, then it's more likely that this collagen cannot consume in your body properly. So that's why it's good to understand how these supplements work and understand what type of problem you have if you want to fix it. Okay, so that's why if you notice, okay, I don't have an energy. Okay, so you increase your energy. Okay, you understand, okay, you have problems with hormones, you work with more with hormone balance, okay. All right, simple as that. All right, so I do have a last 15 minutes in this live stream, and I want to uh, talk more about actually how I can help, okay. What is gonna be the results, okay, for if you notice okay, you do have an PCS or a PMOS, and you want to fix it and you don't know where to go, and your doctor said you don't have a PCOS but you have all symptoms, then let's start with the hormones, okay. Let's start with choosing the right food. Let's start with setting up your training goals so you can have solution in upcoming 3 months, okay. So let me put the first picture. Like I started this live stream, also I speak about the hairs, okay. So first thing, one of the first symptoms of PCOS or hormonal imbalance is hairs, okay. Let me put quickly a picture of one of our customers. She's from Armenia, and she worked with hormonal balance, okay. Huge picture, okay, them, okay, there it is, there it is, Miss RP, okay. So as you can see here, so one of the first problems what women do have with this hormonal imbalance thing is that the hairs gonna take the hairline like we men's have, and it should not be like this. And if you notice, okay, your hair is growing like this, and then or the hair is falling out, then you can understand, okay, hormonal balance is that what I'm gonna work with. Okay, let me change also for another platforms quickly the picture. Otherwise, in one TikTok I showed, and another 3 platforms I did not. Okay, yeah, good guys. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, and here you can see actually the results. What happened just in the 19 days, in 20 days of work with your hormones. And I seen it. I can. I don't know even if I can count how many message I get from my customers, from the ladies with hormonal imbalance. When they fix it after first month, first thing what is noticed, that hairs is growing back, okay, that the hairs is taking the place how it should be. And yeah, also you can see here just 20 days, just 20 days to make your hormones feel better, okay. And yeah, as I said before, androgen, you want to get rid as much as possible, okay. So you want to keep the stabilized, okay. You want to keep that your body is not saying, okay, I do have an androgen and high levels, so we're gonna do all the necessary things what needs to do so you can look like a man. Okay. I'll explain it simple. And what I can say about RP, she also she don't like training. Okay, so she don't train too much. What she do is she takes just a daily walks and she work. Okay, and then of course she includes in her day-to-day life energy extreme, and that's how she got her hormones fixed. Okay, that's how she can notice that her hairs is coming back, that the hairs is growing back in the place. Okay, so that it's not man hairline anymore. Okay, and the same thing is, but it's less visible. Okay, is about the another symptom what I mentioned before is about the baldness. Okay, so you cannot see it so clearly that your hairs here in the middle is growing back, but you will also notice that in that time that they actually is growing back. Okay, all right, this was about hairs. Okay, next picture what I'm gonna put, I want to talk more about the acne. Okay, so I mentioned also before that firstly it's important to understand what type of acne you have so you can understand a solution. Okay, so all right, there is acne. Okay, so yeah, this is our client from Thailand, and she was facing the acne all over the face. But it's good to understand what type of acne is this, okay? Because this is again, this is not hormonal acne, okay? So if you see this acne, it's more likely that you might have a problem with digestion. So then, what you want to work, it might not be the hormones, okay? What you want to work with, but what you want to work with is more about your digestion. So you want to control what food you are eating, how you are eating, if you're eating too much sugar, if all the sugar what's giving you sugar spikes is giving you inflammation in your body or not. Okay, so firstly, if you eat a lot of fats, it's gonna come to your face. Okay, as you can also see in this picture. Okay, it's hard to say show both ways, but okay, you can see that all this fat gonna come on your face, gonna come on your cheeks, and then it's gonna make your skin oily, and also because of inflammation, you gonna have what? You're gonna have an acne all over your face. Okay, and then you think, okay, what's going on? But you have to fix what you eat and how you eat. And very important to understand is to eat also enough protein. Okay, to have the protein. And as we can see here, so for she had she was drinking these two products. Okay, one is Fusion X, which is protein, and another one is Essential Woman, which is for woman hormones. Okay, so that's why you want to fix for these two to fix it. Okay, next thing. Okay, so we do have still do have enough time. Yeah, we do have 5 minutes. Okay, okay. Uh, so yeah, it's firstly understand what acne is this. Then you know, okay, this is gonna be the solution. And also, I want to mention that not only that we work with a man, not only with a woman, I mean, but also we work with a man. Okay, let me put a picture on. But for man, again, it's not going to be the same solution like we are working with a woman. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit different. Let me put the picture on. It's over here. Apply, move it right. Okay, okay, there it is. Okay, this. Okay, so for men also we can have an acne, but also it's good to understand that what type of acne it is, and if it's coming from digestion system or it's also hormonal issue, so you can understand what to work with to fix it. Okay, and here you can see I had also the picture uh, which shows what kind of products we are using. Okay, so I don't have in my hand one, but I do have a woman one. Okay, so this one, and with this we can get rid of acne for the man. Okay, so it's not only that we can work just with the woman. Okay, we can work the both ways, and and then the help is going to be first of all fix hormones, minimize yeah, decrease the sugar level, and this is going to be solution. Okay, and also it's not going to be solution just in one day, in 2 days you're not going to drink one drink, like one sip, and that's it, the hormones fix. Okay, so you do have to put an effort there, so take some time, and then you're gonna have that solution. Okay, and it's very important to understand that if you notice that you do have symptoms of PCOS or some another illness, then if you start to work with it early, then wait till late, till it's very huge problems that you need to go into the hospital, you can avoid a lot of money. Okay, you can save a lot of money just because of that. Okay, so that's why uh, let's understand and talk more about how these symptoms looks like, and how we can fix it, and then what we can do actually to fix it. Okay, and like I mentioned before, that there's a lot of things to do, and first of all we need to fix the way how we eat, we need to fix the way how we train, and then also obviously need to understand what type of supplements you need to use so you can fix your problem. Okay, so you can make your symptoms gone. Okay, but also what I can say that supplements, okay, it's not a medicine. Okay, so this is not a medicine, this is not a medicine, and also this is not a medicine. Okay, so it's not a medicine, but when you drink them or use supplements, if you use some healthy things, you need to understand that it's just alone is not going to work. Okay, same as if you are just so well, you want to have a big body. Okay, so you want to have big muscles. If you just go to the gym, it might not work. Okay, but if you use again creatine, if you use extra protein, then you might have a result. Okay, but if you just train, if you just do one thing, you will not see the results. Okay, so that's why you need to understand what your body needs to fix it. Okay, maybe you already do a lot, maybe you just need a little bit in your body, little hormone balance, little sugar level balance, little thing, okay, to understand how does your body help to fix it. Okay, and as I said before, we are working with a lot of different things, and one of them is hormonal problem. Okay, and for me it's a very very kind of now already personal thing that I want to fix it, and I want to explain more what is this, and how we can actually work together to fix it. Okay, um, like I said also in early of this live stream that I think and I believe that both ways, okay, women need to know what is PCOS, and me as a man need to know what is PCOS. And one of the reasons is because let's say let's say I want to have a kid, okay, and my woman do have an PCOS. We cannot have a kid then, right? So or we have to work extra hard to have an PCOS. But what is in these days that most of the doctors they are just misleading the PCOS. They're misleading the PCOS, and most of the PCOS cases is not kind of counted. Okay, so you go to the doctor with all PCOS symptoms, and your doctor gonna say, okay, you don't have an PCOS. Okay, so go to the uh, go to a psychiatric clinic and do some extra training in a gym, start to eat healthy, and then sleep more, and like these things. Okay, but found out that women do have an PCOS, and it's just a mislead. Why it's not showing the picture in my another channels? Okay, okay, I hope it's good. So that's why I think that it's a super good thing from my side to talk more what is PCOS, so that not only women understand by the feeling what is PCOS, but me as a man I can show by what we can see, but by what we can notice. Okay, that we can, okay, we see, and we can notice hormonal disbalance symptoms. We can notice high sugar level symptoms, and most of these things is gonna be PCOS. Okay, so women might have a lot of PCOS symptoms, but but if you don't have an ovary problem, okay, polycystic ovaries, then your doctor gonna say, okay, you know what, this is not PCOS, okay, and then you're gonna go home, you're gonna worry about why I cannot have a kids. Then most likely you're gonna have a depression and a sleep bad, and then the extra cortisol is gonna also give you inflammation, and also weight gain, and so on, so on, so on, and a lot of things gonna come as a chain. Okay, so that's why let's understand how what is PCOS, and how we can fix. Okay, let me put one more time this picture. Okay, my time is almost finished. Okay, so that we can finally, so just couple days ago, it's official that PCOS name is renamed as PMOS. Okay, so it's not PCOS anymore. Okay, it's PMOS, and this makes much more sense, obviously, right? So this makes much more sense because this problem is not always about the ovaries. Okay, it's not always about the ovaries, and that's why most of the cases are dismissed. That's why most of the cases are wrong, because there's no problem with this, but there's problem more with the hormones. Okay, more with the metabolism. So that's why, as I'm saying, solution will be work with the hormones, work with the lifestyles, work with the supplements, and you can avoid high cost of PCOS experts. You can avoid the high cost of medicaments what you use, and also you can avoid these all um, symptoms from contraception pills. That's also something important to talk about it, because I mean side effects. Okay, because after one seminar when I got to hear how many actually side effects is from contraception pills, I don't, damn, why why they are include as a solution for PCOS. Okay, that's why that's why I want to talk also more about this, but yeah, not today. So today my live stream is actually finished, and if I left something unclear, yeah, then always feel free to contact me. Okay, so I do have a WhatsApp left in my bio. My DMs always open for the chat, and always I'm ready to have a call. Okay, and talk more about individually. Okay, how we can fix individually, because PCOS is wide. There's a lot of symptoms, and everybody is doing things differently. Somebody's already trained, so I don't have to adjust the training program. Somebody's already eating good, so we don't have to do nothing about that. Okay, so everybody have a different solution. Okay, so that was it for me today. So if any questions, feel free to ask, and I will be super happy to answer about it. Okay, uh, thank you very much, and bye bye. Watch my videos, what I have posted in Latvian and English, and then